open right now.
To Atlantic City High School, where tonight the Holy Spirit Spartans take on the Wildwood Catholic Crusaders at Atlantic City's Battle by the Bay. Mike Gill and Buddy Tarbotten back for the second of two games tonight here at the Battle by the Bay. The first one, the Linden Tigers defeated the Southern Rams handily, and we hope for a much more competitive game, and a lot of people anticipating this one, Buddy. And these two teams could be two teams that face off later on in the non-public B playoff portion of the playoffs. National anthem here at Atlantic City High School. 97.3 ESPN's coverage of the Battle by the Bay continues.
Mike, maybe you have to go down and start singing.
Okay, man, pay attention, please. They have a little technical malfunction here.
Yeah, it looks like they have some technical problems down on the floor. And there's going to be some sort of presentation now because of the technical difficulties, it appears. So Wildwood Catholic and Holy Spirit is set to start off the 20th Battle of the Bay here, as it looks like Wilbert Banks, who's the head of the Battle by the Bay, is out on the floor giving some sort of presentation, Buddy. So let's get your thoughts. Obviously, Holy Spirit and Wildwood Catholic, two teams very talented. 11-4 the Crusaders, 11-3 Holy Spirit, and the Spartans just got knocked off by Atlantic City. Had that game up in Ray Cocos Valley the other day where they had a tough loss there. So they have not, they've lost two out of their last three. And Wildwood Catholic's a team that is kind of, hovering under the radar here, trying to show people that they belong in that conversation with Holy Spirit, St. Augustine, and Atlantic City. So what do we expect from the Crusaders tonight in this one?
Well, you hit it right on the head there. Both of these teams play, again, great out-of-conference schedules, Mike. There is not a tournament or a shootout on a weekend that they're not afraid to go up and play in. A lot of schools won't do that because they don't want to hurt their seedings going into for the state tournament, when that deadline, I believe, is next Saturday. But Jamie Gillespie, the head coach of the Spartans, and Coach Dave DeWeese of Wildwood Catholic, both believe in getting the kids as much exposure as they can. And the better competition you play, the better you're going to fare at the end of February when it's tournament time. So these are two teams that are definitely, it's a nice rivalry. They like going head-to-head. They like bragging rights. And, there's on the court when they're actually going at it, there's no love lost. But afterwards, everybody acts in a gentlemanly way. But this is going to be a great game tonight. I mean, Holy Spirit is led by the 6'7" senior, Junior Santel, who is one of the best players in South Jersey. And Wildwood Catholic, led by their senior, the 6'5", Jordan Robertson, who there's times, Mike, where I don't know if Jordan realizes how good he is or how good he could be, because he is surrounded by some other guys that can play. And 6'4", 6'5", Eddie McWade, the big, strong lefty who gets that ball down on either block. And, he is very hard to contend with. McWade, he hits the weights. He's one of the top power forwards in South Jersey. And also, a lot of people don't know, he is one heck of an academic scholar as well. He's a top student in his class, if not in the entire Wildwood Catholic school. So, this is going to be a team. Both of these teams are well coached. They're going to get out after each other, and, whoever makes the less mistakes. And when you get good teams that play each other, that's the way it should be. The team that makes the fewer errors, the one that takes care of the basketball better, shoots the ball a little bit better, and does not allow a lot of second and third opportunities is going to be the team that should be successful here tonight.
We saw that in the first game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Southern just got taken apart by the Linden Tigers. Really great man-to-man defense, especially their pressure on the ball was outstanding. And tonight, this is going to be 30. Sit back. If you're watching on 97.3 ESPN.com, or if you're listening, just enjoy this one. Should be a great high school basketball game.
Holy Spirit in white, moving right to left. Wildwood Catholic in blue, moving left to right. Spirit wins the tap, and we're set to go here at the Battle by the Bay. Holy Spirit with the basketball. Man-to-man defense, start off by the Crusaders. Junior Santillo on the right wing. Here comes Holy Spirit at 11-3. 3-ball on the way to start off for the Spartans, and it's good on the right side. A long three by Middleton to kick it off, and John Middleton, one of the big-time players in the Cape Atlantic League, hits a three to start it.
Yeah, Middleton is 6'2", junior, left wide open on that right wing, and he makes Wildwood Catholic pay.
Robertson, who's had a lot of highlight dunks this year. Here's Cook in the backcourt. McWade dribbles, hands it off to Robertson. Robertson on the right wing, stared down by Daniels. Robertson spins. Daniels closes the gap. Here's Cook. Cook brings it back between the circles. Crusaders trail 3-0. McWade hands it back to Cook. Cook, right side, Robertson three, and it's off the rim, no good, and here comes Holy Spirit, tipped away by McWade, and the Crusaders are on the floor. Freeman gets it to McWade. McWade with the left-hand layup, it's good, and he's fouled, and the bucket is good, so McWade will go to the line to make it a three-point play. So a steal and transition bucket for Wildwood Catholic.
And again, a great job that time. The hustle, and that's what we're going to see for 32 minutes, Mike. Players diving for the loose ball at half court, and the big guy Clinton Freeman comes up with it, finds a teammate, and are able to spring McWade. He does not make the free throw.
Rebound comes down to Holy Spirit up the far right side as Leon Daniels, a sophomore. Young Holy Spirit team. Daniels hands it off for Middleton. Middleton to the paint, kicks it out for Summers. Summers starting the game for three, and it's good. So Matt Summers starts, he hits a three, he's in for Collier. 6-2, Spartans on top.
And again, right wing, Matt Summers a couple feet beyond the arc. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
McWade to the elbow. McWade kicks it in the corner for Cook. Cook puts it on the floor at the left elbow. Gets it off for Freeman. Back to Cook. Cook bounce pass down low for McWade, who gets double teamed. He kicks a pass out for his brother for three, and it's good. Kevin McWade for three. So a bunch of threes in this one so far. 6-5. Spartans lead the Crusaders.
And a good job that time. They found Eddie McWade on that left block, but he dribbled baseline, found his brother, as you said. But Holy Spirit comes right back at them.
Daniels to Summers with a layup. So Daniels dribble drive. The defense comes, and Summers on the block wide open. 8-5 Spartans. Crusaders with the ball. Cook, right wing. Cook to Freeman. It's tipped away. Freeman runs it down. Back to Cook. Between the circles. Cook on the right side. Cook between the circles out to Freeman. Freeman over to Robertson. Robertson puts the ball on the floor, stared down by Daniels. Now he gives up the dribble. Entry pass to Freeman down low, who puts it high off the glass, and Clint Freeman has a deuce.
And a good ball movement and good look that time. Clinton Freeman doing a good job on that left block. He used the glass, and now it's 8-7. Holy Spirit.
5:16 to play. On the right side, Daniels. Daniels to the basket, to the shot, all the way, and it's no good, and the rebound comes down to Cook. Cook in transition, crosses the timeline. Gets it off on the right side for McWade, into Robertson for three in the corner. The rebound comes down to McWade. Kevin McWade can't corral it, and the rebound comes down to Daniels. Back out in transition is Taylor. Taylor, cross court for Middleton, and Middleton with the layup is good, and John Middleton has 5. Summers and Middleton have 10 combined, and the Spartans lead it 10-7 in the early going here. 4:53 left to play, first quarter of action, and the Spartans and Crusaders both come out as hot shooters in this one so far.
Vic's Subs, serving the best subs in South Jersey for over 60 years. Vic's Subs at 742 Ohio Avenue, Absecon. Dozens of varieties, hot and cold, plus salads, sodas, and snacks. Party trays made to order for all the upcoming big games. When your hunger sounds the alarm, chart a course for Vic's Subs. Open 7 days. Call 609-645-0200.
4:53 left to play here in the first quarter. Holy Spirit 10, Wildwood Catholic 7 here on 97.3. Live video streaming on 97.3 ESPN.com. Matt Ulmer from Ulmer's Appliance Service supplying the video for you feed. McWade is trapped, gets it to Eddie McWade. Robertson back to Ed McWade. Kevin McWade now. 4:35 to play, first quarter. Cook circles the top of the key. Robertson, a little jump. Back to McWade. McWade between the circles. At the elbow, kicks it out to Robertson. Robertson guarded by Daniels. Good man-to-man defense here by the Spartans. Robertson crosses over. Back to McWade. McWade guarded by Summers. McWade over to Cook. Cook, who has Middleton on him.
Jordan Taylor doing a good job inside defending Eddie McWade.
They get it down to McWade. They try the entry pass, and you said it, Jordan Taylor jumps in front, then knocks the ball off McWade's leg, and it goes back to Holy Spirit. And now Umed Collier is into the game for Matt Summers, who has 5 of the Spartans' 10 points. They lead at 10-7, 4 minutes to play. First quarter here at the Battle by the Bay on this Saturday.
Jordan Taylor, a 6'5" junior, doing a good job down low, moving his feet.
Collier for 3 off the pass from Middleton, and Collier into the game, strokes the 3, and it's good. And Umed Collier gives the Spartans a 13-7 lead.
And Holy Spirit 3 for 3 here in the early going from beyond the arc.
McWade looking for Robertson. You got to wonder, the depth of Wildwood Catholic. How much depth do they have for this game tonight? Robertson at the foul line. McWade gets it to Cook. Cook at the elbow. Nice pass for Robertson, who goes up for a jam, and he missed it, and Freeman gets the rebound. He missed the bunny, and it's poked away to Jordan Taylor. Taylor in transition. He dribbles it off of McWade's foot, and they get the steal. Here comes Kevin McWade on the right wing. Gets it to the foul line for Cook. A no-look pass for Taylor. Taylor puts it up. It's in. It's good. And Jordan Robertson, puts it up and in and good, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line, so he makes up for the missed dunk.
And that foul will be on number 15, Jordan Taylor, his first, team's second. Yeah, that missed. You won't see Jordan Robertson miss many dunks, and he missed that one. And as you said, then Clinton Freeman was on the other side, weak side rebound, and he was unable to put it back. Holy Spirit breaks out, but then they turn it over. Catholic comes right back, and Robertson scores on some good ball movement by the Crusaders. Taylor picking up the foul now. Jordan Robertson at the line trying to finish the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
And he missed it, no good. So Robertson cannot make the three-point play. 13-9, we have a 4-point game. Here comes Holy Spirit. 3 minutes to play, first quarter. John Mitty into the game for the first time. Replaces Jordan Taylor. Back up top, Middleton at the elbow. Kicks it out, Collier for a 3, and Collier's long, and the rebound comes down to Middleton, though. So Middleton keeps it alive. Middleton circles it back out to the top of the key. Middleton between the circles. 2-3 zone for the Crusaders. Collier on the wing. Up top for Middleton. A no-look try to Mitty is no good, and the rebound comes down to George Cook, who gets it in the corner now for Robertson. Into the game for Catholic is Tyler Norris. Here's Robertson. Robertson crosses over, spins to the paint, back out to Cook. Thought about a 3. Now he puts it on the floor. He goes baseline, kicks it to McWade in the corner, who puts it up off the glass. It's no good, and the rebound comes down to Middleton. Here comes the Spartans with a jam, and Junior Santil puts it down. They had a dunk fest the other night against Mainland, and they pick up right where they left off. They won that game very handily with a series of dunks in that game, and Junior has one. It's 15-9.
That was
and McWade throws it out of bounds.
He got up off his feet, and as you said, that was a no doubt about her. And down the other end, Wildwood Catholic turns it over for the second time. 15-9, 1:45 to go here in the opening quarter. Holy Spirit on top.
Blocked away by, looks like by Robertson, and in transition, here comes Wildwood Catholic, right in the lane, and foul there by John Mitty.
And that on the floor right now for Wildwood Catholic, it's actually Will Bell. Will Bell has come off the bench.
Oh, Will Bell, 34. My eyesight's really bad.
Will Bell.
It's like a football game. We're up high here. I can't see the numbers down that floor. And that black and blue
it kind of
is a little tough. Robertson, I didn't know I needed my binoculars for the basketball game.
high atop the Viking Gymnasium.
Battle by the Bay, yes, high up top here on this Saturday evening. Tomorrow, Pleasantville, Atlantic City. Get here early for that one, of course, with the craziness that happens there. Robertson hits a pair of free throws to make it 15-11. 1:25 to play here on 97.3 ESPN. And the Spartans turn it over. Collier throws it right to the hands of Cook. Here comes Robertson. Robertson on the far sideline. Robertson, very good defense by the Spartans here. Their man-to-man defense has been tough.
Oh, they're coming out and they're pressuring the ball. They're not laying back.
McWade gives up the dribble. Now he gets it to Ed McWade. He's double-teamed. Now he puts it on the floor. Spins into the corner for McWade. McWade back down. Nope, it's tipped away and stolen away. Here comes Junior. Santil between the legs. Goes baseline, and he is fouled. And it looks like George Cook is going to be whistled for the foul as Junior, boy, like Gumby there, kind of bending and twisting and spinning, somehow kept the dribble.
Yeah, that was a tough foul there on George Cook. I mean, that was more or less, as you just said, Junior Santil, he kind of lost his footing and kind of fell into Cook. So it was either going to be a travel or a foul, and it went against George Cook. His first, team's first.
Santil's blocked. His pass to Taylor gets blocked on the baseline as Taylor went up, and McWade is going to get called for the body, though. So they'll take away the block shot from McWade and send Jordan Taylor to the line.
And that is going to be the first personal foul on the 6'5 senior. Eddie McWade picks up his first, team's second.
Clint Freeman off the bench. He's going to enter the game. Jordan Taylor's first is good. 16-11, Holy Spirit in the lead, and Freeman in, and Will Bell out. 41.4 left to play, first quarter here on 97.3 ESPN. We'll pick up the Sixers in progress at the end of this one. And the second one's no good. McWade comes down with the rebound. And if this game goes like the first game, we might pick up the Sixers at tip. They have a 7:30 start time. Robertson, some pressure from the Spartans. Now Robertson crosses the timeline, gets it to Cook. Cook tries a no-look pass to Freeman, and it's knocked away, and Junior runs it down. Here come the Spartans. Jordan Taylor on the sideline on the near side. They want one shot. Jamie Gillespie wants one.
There was a case there where Cook tried to get too fancy, Mike, and all he needed to do was make a simple, basic pass. It would have been a layup. But he tried to get too fancy and ends up turning it over.
Collier up top. Crosses over. Collier for three. Off the iron, no good. See if the Crusaders get one. McWade's shot's going to come up way short, and that will do it at the end of one. The first quarter in the books here in Atlantic City tonight with with Holy Spirit leading Wildwood Catholic 16-11 on 97.3 ESPN and 97.3ESPN.com with live video streaming on our website.
With nearly 30 years of experience, David DeWeese is an attorney who has handled matters ranging from traffic violations to criminal defense, from business formation to complex insurance litigation. In every case, he provides effective representation and makes himself accessible to clients from start to finish. The DeWeese Law Firm understands that your legal matter, whether large or small, is vitally important to you. We are available to answer your questions, and we are responsive to your needs. The DeWeese Law Firm provides effective representation. You can reach us at 609-522-5599 or visit our website at www.deweeselawfirm.com.
Holy Spirit leads the Crusaders of Wildwood Catholic 16-11, buddy, and so far some hot shooting from the outside from a couple participants, and of course 5 points for Middleton, 5 for Summers to lead the Spartans. 4 points for Jordan Robertson leads the way as we start the second quarter here in Atlantic City at the Battle by the Bay. The Wildwood Catholic Crusaders 11-4 with the basketball. Here is Cook. Cook, man-to-man defense by the Spartans. He's got it by Summers. Cook spins to the elbow, gets into the quarter for McWade. Ed McWade puts it on the floor, dribbles to the top of the key. Now he crosses over, loses the handle. The ball's on the floor. McWade's elbow went out of bounds. Good call on the end line, the baseline there, and it's going to be Holy Spirit basketball.
The official, Pat Killian, was all over that one. and that will be the 5th turnover against the Crusaders.
In the corner, this is Leon Daniels and Middleton and Summers in the backcourt. Junior Santil on the court as well. Santil, Summers between the circles at the top of the key. Good pressure defense by the Crusaders. Summers tries to spin, and Jamie Gillespie wants a timeout. 7:17 to play first half, and Holy Spirit leads at 16-11 as Jamie thought a 5-second violation was coming, and a timeout taken by the Spartans.
A 5-second call was imminent, and that was a good timeout called by Kevin McWade. Did a great job that time in pressuring the ball. He was all over Matt Summers, and Summers couldn't find a teammate to get rid of it, and the referee got up to 4, and that's when Jamie Gillespie came up off the bench, and he got that quick timeout, so his team did not turn it over. 16-11 here with 7:17 to go in the second quarter, and Holy Spirit, as you said, they came out in that first half. They shot 6 for 10 from the floor, knocking down 3 three-pointers.
Daniels gets it to Junior. Junior takes it all the way to the basket. He made a nice attempt. The layup was good, but there was a whistle and a foul way before the shot on the floor. And Holy Spirit will inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Foul is charged to McWade, Ed McWade, and that's his second.
Yes, that's a big foul. That's his second, team's third.
Jordan Taylor gets the inbound. Middleton back out top. They get it to Daniels. Daniels takes the ball to the basket. Now he kicks it out for Jordan Taylor. 3-ball on the way. Long the rebound to McWade. Cook up the right sideline. Cook stops. Looking for a screen from McWade. He uses it. Now to Freeman. Clint Freeman with an alley-oop for McWade. And McWade, no dunk, but the reverse layup is good, and McWade has 4, 16-13.
And a great look by Clinton Freeman. He sees the floor very well from the perimeter. He's got a nice touch, and for a big man, he passes well.
Middleton takes it to the hole strong, and he gets fouled for his efforts, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And they're going to call that foul on the 6'5 senior, Jordan Robertson. That's going to be his first, team's 4th. And as you said, John Middleton will go to the line to shoot 2.
Middleton, one of the more improved players in the league. I mean, he's really kind of been a leader for this Holy Spirit team all of a sudden, and has had a real strong season for Holy Spirit, one of the Player of the Year candidates. Middleton at the line. The second one is no good.
Just a junior.
But a rebound comes down to Holy Spirit. Yeah, this is a very young Spartan team. 3-ball on the way for Daniels is no good. The rebound comes down to Jordan Taylor, who's just working harder than everyone, but he misses the puppy, and here comes Wildwood Catholic. 3-on-2, and then Holy Spirit gets back and defends. They get it to McWade, and he loses the handle. Stripped away by Middleton. It'll stay Crusader basketball.
And just a good job, again, that time by Holy Spirit getting back defensively, and somebody picking up Eddie McWade and not allowing him what he thought was going to be an easy layup.
17-13, Wildwood Catholic down by 4 with the ball. Cook in the corner. Cook at the elbow. Up to Freeman. Freeman over to Robertson. Robertson. Looks like Spartans have changed to a 2-3. Robertson goes baseline, a little 6-foot jumper, and it's no good, and the rebound comes down to Junior Santil. Here comes Jordan Taylor, 2-on-1. Taylor all the way to the basket, and he gets the layup. No, he can't get it to fall. It's spun out. McWade came down with the bucket. Here comes Cook. Cook gets it to Freeman. Long 3, Freeman, front rim, no good. Rebound, Leon Daniels. In transition the other way, here comes Middleton. Middleton between 2 defenders, all the way to the basket, and he is going to get called for an offensive charge. He glided like a gazelle from about the free throw line and just ran through a Catholic defender.
Well, George Cook did a great job of establishing himself in front of the rim. Not under the rim, but in front of the rim. And he's paying for it a little bit right now as he is doubled over. As
full head of steam there.
Yeah, George Cook about 5'10", 5'11".
Trey Smith into the game, by the way.
And John Middleton is 6'2", junior, and he really did get down full head of steam. But to George Cook's credit, he did take that charge, and that's Middleton's second, team's 4th, and it's a big stop for Wildwood Catholic.
5:28 to play first half. Earlier today, the South Jersey Sports Report was here at the Battle by the Bay. Tyler Donahue had a bunch of interviews with a lot of the newsmakers from this tournament as Junior Santil jams one home, and Dave DeWeese and the Crusaders need a timeout after that. The momentum's starting to go to the Spartans' way. It's 19-13 with 5:09 left to play here in the first half.
K&B Concrete and Masonry of Ventnor. Call 609-449-8334 for everything from concrete to sidewalks to foundations to hardscape and pavers. Call K&B Concrete, 609-449-8334. Mortgage rates are still low and volume is high. The time is right to fulfill your dream of owning a home at the Jersey Shore. Find your dream home at shorehomesnow.com. Let our real estate experts guide you through the buying or selling process. Expert advice, expert representation. Log on today, shorehomesnow.com. Making Jersey Shore dreams come true.
Mike Hill, Buddy Tarbotton here. Live video online at 97.3ESPN.com. You can watch the Battle by the Bay game right here on our website. 19-13 Catholic trails with the basketball. Trey Smith, into the game.
Just under 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Big possession for Wildwood Catholic.
After the timeout, a jam by Santil. They take a timeout. Let's see what they come up with here. They got Cook trapped here, and now they get it off to McWade barely before the 5-second violation.
He picks his
now
dribble.
McWade trying to get some space. He spins to avoid the 5, and now there's a foul way out and a weak call.
Wow.
A weak call with a capital W.
Wow.
And you might be able to have a capital E-A-N-K with that one as well.
Absolutely. Junior Santel picks up his first, team's 5th. I mean, no harm, no foul, so to speak. You know, a very soft hand check. But Wildwood Catholic just not doing a good job. If you don't have the ball, you have to come to the ball.
Smith's long 3 is no good. Not the shot Catholic wants, and rebound comes down to McWade, luckily for the Crusaders. They trail by 6, 4:28 left to play, 19-13 the score.
Now, that's the type of shot you can get any time. That's not a shot, I believe, that Coach DeWeese.
And Cook took a step, says the official, and he might have made up for the W-E-A-K call he just made.
And that is the 7th turnover against the Crusaders.
Here comes Holy Spirit with a 6-point lead and the ball coming up on 4 minutes. Collier on the right side. Collier at the top of the key. Gets it up for Daniels. Back to Collier at the top of the circles. Bounce pass all over Junior. A little 10-foot baseline jumper is no good. The rebound comes down to Leon Daniels. Daniels went up. He lost the handle. Then he came right back down with it. Wildwood Catholic wants it up and down. They didn't get it. And Collier hits a 3. Add a little insult to injury there. So Collier has his second 3. It's 22-13, a 9-point lead. Dave DeWeese not happy.
Well, that's what happens. You don't get a call. It goes against you, whatever the play may have been, whether you agree with it or not, and then bang, the Spartans knock down a 3 to really add insult to injury.
Smith throws a pass off of a Spartan head, and the Spartans come down with it as Junior leaves it for Daniels, who lays it in, but they call a foul first. And this particular official's been in the middle of all the action here, and none of the calls he's made has been agreed upon among the coaches. They called the offensive foul on Jordan,
that's not
Junior Santil.
That's not the signal he made, though. He went down to with the 2 fists to the waist for the block when it should have been behind the head with a charge.
Correct, but he did call that on Junior, who was the one who left the pass off. So if he called it on anybody, he called it on the right person.
That was just Santel. Junior picks up his second, team 6th.
George Cook with the basketball right in the lane. Dribbles out, spins, gets it back to Kevin McWade, and he goes, oh, they missed one. And now they got it. And I don't know how that official had the right angle to see that, because all that happened was the ball went in the backcourt. The player was actually kind of shielding off the official to show that, but they did get the call right.
Well, that's what has been interesting in the last, I guess you could say, minute and a half. There's been some interesting calls. I'm not saying they're not the correct calls, but I would say fundamentally they weren't the most executed. So I guess even the officials can have an execution problem on game night.
22-13, 2:55 left to play. 3 ball on the way by Daniels is no good. The rebound comes down to Jordan Robertson. Robertson right of the lane. Robertson, top of the key. Now he gets it to McWade at the top of the key. McWade spins. McWade and down low for Bell, and the rebound, the layup is good. Will Bell with the layup for Wildwood Catholic. Makes it 22-15, 7-point deficit for the Crusaders. Spartans with the ball.
And obviously Wildwood Catholic needed that. A great look. He finds Bell wide open on that right block, and Bell does his job. He chimes in at the right time.
Bounce pass. Daniels into the game for the first time for the Spartans. The layup is good down there for Taylor on the block, and he's fouled, so Jordan Taylor gets 2. As I was about to tell you, Deshaun Hart is in the game for the first time for Holy Spirit. He started the pass. He got it around the top of the key. They got it down to Taylor, who got fouled, and he goes to the line. Jordan Taylor.
And that foul will be on Will Bell. His first, team's 5th.
And the rebound comes down, and it looks like Jordan Robertson gets it. Here comes McWade. McWade trying to get some separation from Collier. Now Ed McWade with a left-hander from about 6 feet in the middle of the paint. It comes up short, and the rebound's no good. Back in transition, Leon Daniels. Daniels, a reverse layup, and he is hacked, no call. The rebound comes out to Holy Spirit, though, and it is Hart. Hart at the top of the key.
Wildwood Catholic very lucky that Eddie McWade did not pick up his 3rd foul.
Yes, they were. Daniels on the right side, high out. Now he gets a pass into the corner for Collier. Collier goes baseline. He gets it for, it looks like Tyler Jones into the game for the first time. And Holy Spirit wants to talk it over. They get a timeout. So with a couple of newcomers on the floor for the Spartans, Jamie Gillespie wants to talk it over. 24-15, Spartans lead Crusaders. 1:25 to play in the half on 97.3 ESPN and 97.3ESPN.com.
Vic's Subs, serving the best subs in South Jersey for over 60 years. Vic's Subs at 742 Ohio Avenue in Absecon. Dozens of varieties, hot and cold, plus salads, sodas, and snacks. Party trays made to order for all the upcoming big games. When your hunger sounds the alarm, chart a course for Vic's Subs. Open 7 days. Call 609-645-0200.
24-15, 1:25 left to play in the half. Crusaders and Spartans, Wildwood Catholic trailing, Holy Spirit with the basketball. Matt Summers back in the game. He got off to a hot start with 5 points in the first quarter. Him and Middleton had all 10 of their points in the first couple of minutes of this game. Summers gets it over to Collier. Collier back up top. Here comes Daniels, a little shake move. Now Tyler Jones with the bucket. So Tyler Jones into the game. The big man, young and big. They got a lot of young kids on this Holy Spirit basketball team.
6'5" sophomore, and he is solid.
Tyler Jones with a bucket. Here's Robertson on the wing, stared down by Daniels. This is where Holy Spirit, Wildwood Catholic, Holy Spirit has the athletes to match them. And Robertson with a nice take to the basket, a spin move, but the layup comes up short. Holy Spirit back in transition. Oh, behind the back goes Taylor. Taylor with the layup. It's no good. Taylor puts a shot back up off his miss. Boy, what an acrobatic move that would have been if he could have got that to fall. Cook now back the other way with under 30 seconds to play in the first half. 20 seconds. 26-15, an 11-point bulge right now for the Spartans. Wildwood Catholic with the basketball, trying to get one. They get it to McWade. McWade on the block. McWade dumps it down low, and Will Bell puts it up, but he missed the layup. The layup was there for the taking, and he missed it, and it gets knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Wildwood Catholic with 7.5. And now they changed the call. They give the ball to Wildwood Catholic.
Now they changed it again.
And now they give it to Holy Spirit. You're right.
Does anybody have a coin?
Both sides kind of saying, whoa. 5 seconds, 4. Collier with 2. Collier all the way, and he leaves it for Taylor, who wasn't ready for the pass and just kind of half-heartedly threw a shot up, and that's how we're going to end the first half with the score. The Holy Spirit Spartans 26, and the Wildwood Catholic Crusaders 15. So Wildwood Catholic scored 4 points in the quarter. That's unacceptable if you want to compete at the state level too, because these two teams could meet in playoff action, buddy.
Absolutely. I mean, again, you know, Wildwood Catholic came out in that second quarter, could definitely come back to haunt them. That was just the execution, turning the ball over, just bad decisions. When they did have a decent look at the basket, they were unable to convert. You know, and Holy Spirit was able to basically dictate and do what they needed to do, and that's why they're up 11 now, 26-15.
26-15 our score at halftime here on 97.3 ESPN. It's been a long day of basketball here at the Battle by the Bay in Atlantic City. And, of course, tomorrow we'll be back with more action for you. Pleasantville takes on Atlantic City. That game at 1:30. Marquee event, Pleasantville and Atlantic City, where you will not be able to get a seat in the gym tomorrow, and that the halftime show might even be a better display than the actual basketball game tomorrow here in Atlanta. Have you ever been to the Atlantic City Pleasantville game?
Yes, I have, but the halftime show?
You've never then you can't say you've never
well,
been to the game and never seen the halftime show.
20 years ago.
The halftime show, each cheerleading squad gets 10 minutes out on the floor. I mean, they got this floor roped off. Can't get out there. Nobody can get near the floor. Well, they practice all year for that one day. It's a scene. It is a scene, man.
And the crowd gets into it.
Yes, they do. Oh, they get into that more than they actually get into the game. We're at halftime here, 26-15 our score. Mike Gill and Buddy Tarbont. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back with the second half of this one right here on 97.3 ESPN and 97.3ESPN.com, your home for high school basketball.
On South Jersey's sports leader, 97.
Yeah.
I have an interview from Tyler's show earlier today.
How long is it?
Is it that long? It's about 10 minutes. Is that all right?
There's like 8 minutes on the clock here.
All right, well, you want me to play and then I'll just cut it short?
I guess so. You have no more spots left, right?
Nope. Actually, the Sixers game isn't even in here, dude. It's not even in the playlist.
It's not?
No.
Jesus, God. These guys are unbelievable.
So I'll come back and set up this interview. It's with a Holy Spirit football player who committed to Florida Atlantic.
All right, there's 7.5 minutes on the clock, so just you gotta let me know though, because I mean, this is ridiculous. This whole night has been awful.
All right, hang on, man.
Sweat my face off.
Sunday, the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks.
I don't know why my internet's not
Super Bowl
working.
48. Hi, everybody. This is Boomer Esiason. Join me and the rest of our Westwood One crew from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey for all of the action. Will Peyton Manning hoist the Lombardi Trophy for a second time, or will the Seahawks capture their first Super Bowl title ever? Tune in to find out. Broncos, Seahawks. If it's Super Bowl 48, it's right here.
Listen to Super Bowl 48. Coverage starts at 4 p.m.
97.3 ESPN FM. Welcome back into our studios. Here we are at halftime. Holy Spirit leads 26-15 over Wildwood Catholic. We'll get you back after the second half. Our final half of the evening for our doubleheader of high school basketball here on 97.3 ESPN FM and 97.3ESPN.com. Once again, tomorrow, ACPville. That game starts at 1:30. We'll have all that action for you on both the air and our website, 97.3ESPN.com. Earlier today, Tyler Donahue, host of the South Jersey Sports Report, caught up with a Holy Spirit football player, Ray Ellis III, announced his commitment to Florida Atlantic University on a full scholarship. He will be down there in Florida with the palm trees and the ocean. Does have the ocean up here, but not the palms. He's going to be down there with the Owls on a full athletic scholarship. And here is Tyler Donahue's conversation with Ray Ellis III, Holy Spirit defensive end. Ray Ellis III commits to Florida Atlantic.
Well, big congratulations are in order. You make your decision just a few days ago, about a week ago now, I guess, to go down to Florida Atlantic, play for the Owls, Division I level, Conference USA. Shortly after your trip, you pulled the trigger on that commitment. What was that experience like down there at FAU that made you so willing to make that commitment?
Well, school's always been one of our top choices, so it was pretty easy for me to make a decision to go there because nice weather, they play great football. Down there, they're starting to play great football. Not in the most recent years they haven't, but they're building up to be a pretty solid team down in Florida. So hopefully become a powerhouse in Florida and we could be better than the Floridas or Miami in Florida 1 year.
Arguably the most talent-laden state in terms of football, UCF, USF, Florida State, Miami, Florida, FAU, FIU, and now you're part of that equation. And Ray, I know that Charlie Partridge takes over as his first year at the helm this season. It was a nice way to finish the 2013 year, 4 straight wins to finish the year at 6-6. So what's the attitude surrounding that program?
Straight out of the minutes, you know. This upcoming season, you'll go with Nebraska, and the second game plays Alabama. So I try to shy away from competition, try to get better and better every single year.
Saw that. I was pretty astounded looking at the schedule. Obviously, you've got your normal Conference USA opponents, Tulsa, East Carolina, Marshall, those kind of teams. And then I look, your first 2 games come on the road at Lincoln, where you play the Nebraska Cornhuskers on August 30th. And then next up, you take on Nick Saban, a 4-time national championship in Tuscaloosa when you face Alabama. How's that a way to start your high school career? Or your college career, I should say.
It's actually pretty exciting, actually. You're from playing in the town to playing top team in the nation for the past few years. Alabama, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, there's actually, I was wrong. There's actually like 4 minutes left on the interview.
There's 3:10 on the clock here.
All right, so we should be good, right?
Well, we're going to have to cut it off like a minute early. There's 3 minutes exactly right now.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I'll cut it off early. You just want to take it from there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be back in 2 minutes, Evan. Yourself, what do you think you stand to improve on the most before you're ready for the college level?
I think I should improve as overall player, honestly. I think improve on my strength, upper body strength, and most importantly, my speed, and sort of on the little things. Even things I'm great at, I'm still going to work on and fine-tune and make me an even better player.
FAU was one of his offers. He also made trips to Bowling Green in Delaware, I believe. How was that for you, the whole recruiting process? I know that Villanova and Miami of Ohio, Ball State, Coastal Carolina, Buffalo, these all had offers. Was it an exciting thing for you? Was it nerve-wracking? How did you treat the whole recruitment process?
The whole recruiting process, it was a stressful thing. I kind of tried to tell coaches that I would want to set aside my recruiting until after the season, so it wouldn't be something during my senior year. I only did one time during the senior year. So I got to tell them that I was
Ray Ellis III, the talented Holy Spirit defensive end. He's going to be playing at FAU, formerly coached by Howard Schnellenberger down there, and one of the famous NFL alums from FAU, Alfred Morris, the running back from the Washington Redskins. So Ray Ellis going to play Division I at the next level. His Spartans on top of the Crusaders 26-15 here, buddy.
And we saw in that first half, Wildwood Catholic did not play particularly well, and a lot of that had to do with Holy Spirit and that defense. They really came out and pressured Wildwood Catholic all over the floor. The Crusaders shot 6 for 17 from the floor. They were 1 of 5 from beyond the arc. They had 12 rebounds as a team. They turned it over 9 times. So that's one of the reasons why they're trailing by 11 points.
Back to live action here as we start the third quarter. Mike Buddy Tarbot live video at 97.3ESPN.com with Matt Ulmer. And, of course, Pete Giordano producing the game back at our 97.3 ESPN studios. Holy Spirit with the basketball moving left to right to start the third quarter. Matt Summers, John Middleton, Leon Daniels, Junior Santil, and Jordan Taylor on the floor. The 5 on the floor for the Spartans. Santil for 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Freeman. Nope, came down to Taylor. Now McWade and Taylor are battling for it, and it'll go back to Wildwood Catholic on the tie-up there. So the Crusaders get the ball back with Freeman, McWade, Taylor, and Cook on the floor. And that is basically the 5 who has been out there all night. We'll see if that bothers them in the second half.
Yeah, exactly. Coach Jamie Gillespie for the Spartans has been able to run in some substitutions. Wildwood Catholic's only gotten 2 guys off the bench thus far.
McWade hands off to Robertson. Robertson uses the McWade screen at the foul line jumper and can't get it to fall. The rebound comes down to John Middleton. Middleton bounce pass over to Leon Daniels. An alley-oop, and it's blocked away. You don't see that too often, but it gets blocked out by Robertson. And a 3-ball is no good. In and out. Rebound comes down to Junior Santil. Now Middleton. Middleton back to Daniels. Daniels slows the pace back down. They start it back up. Matt Summers. Summers on the right wing. Summers hands it off for Leon. Here's Middleton, spins baseline. He fires a pass to Jordan Taylor, who puts it high off the glass. And Jordan Taylor has 2, and that was a nice pass by John Middleton.
That was a great look, great pass, and a big mismatch down low.
Cook.
Jordan Taylor, 6'5", Kevin McWade, 6 foot. They isolated it, and they got it.
Back up top for McWade. McWade over to Cook. Cook at the foul line. Back to McWade. McWade for 3. Front of the rim, no good. The rebound comes down to Freeman. McWade saves it over to McWade. And McWade's little floater is good. And Kevin McWade has 5 for the Crusaders. It's 28-17 with under 6 minutes to play in the third. Leon Daniels crosses the timeline. Daniels with a bounce pass. Daniels gets it over to Santil for Taylor. Now back to Daniels. Daniels at the foul line, kicks it out. Here's Santil, goes baseline. Now he pulls it back out. Junior gets it over to Leon. And now Middleton has it. Over to Daniels. Bounce pass down low. Back to Daniels. Daniels, floater. Front rim, no good. Snapped rebound by Jordan Robertson. In transition, Robertson, 1-on-4, puts it behind the back. It's slowed down. Now it's poked on the ground, and the Spartans get a steal. Here comes Middleton. Middleton all the way down. A right-hand layup. It's too strong. The rebound comes down for Junior. Junior with a hook shot, and it's good. Junior Santil has 6 points, 2 in each quarter, and it's 30-17 Spartans.
And that is not what Wildwood Catholic can afford. They're giving up second and third opportunities in the first couple of minutes of this third quarter, and Holy Spirit is taking advantage. They were up 11. They're now up 13.
McWade with a strong take. He says, I'll take matters into my own hand here, and he gets fouled by Jordan Taylor, and they kind of needed this just to slow everything down, regroup, and it'll be Ed McWade at the line for Wildwood Catholic.
Well, and again, Mike, we say this all the time, but the best way to come back into a game when you're trailing, particularly if you're down double digits, so Wildwood Catholic's down 13, is to take the ball to the hoop, get fouled, get to the line. You want to be able to try and put points on the board, obviously, with the clock stopped. And that's how you do that and try and get then Holy Spirit into some type of foul trouble.
Ed McWade, first one is good. 30-18 with the second one coming. 30-19 with the second one good. 4:53 left to play here in the third quarter.
But Wildwood Catholic needs to get stops. You cannot trade baskets when you're down 11.
Right wing for Summers, back up top. Here comes Santil. Here's Middleton. Man-to-man defense being played by the Crusaders. Middleton kicks it out for Daniels. Daniels at the foul line. Gets it for Taylor. Taylor left of the lane, and he's fouled. So Daniels will go to the line. Dave DeWeese looking up and down his bench, looking for some help. Doesn't have much there, though. That's one of the issues with this Wildwood Catholic team. The 5 on the floor got to give them a big night to get an upset.
Well, and Clinton Freeman at that time, Holy Spirit able to isolate Jordan Taylor to take Freeman off the dribble, and Freeman's not going to be able to guard anybody out that far away from the basket, 16, 17 feet. And there was the case right there. He draws his first team foul here in the second half. Jordan Taylor knocks down the first free throw. Second one is good. 32-19. Jordan Taylor now 3 of 5 from the charity stripe.
Pressure now by the Spartans. They're sensing the chance that they can put this game away with this pressure. And then nearly get a steal. Cook tries to get it to McWade. McWade with a hot pass over to Robertson. Robertson being cooled off tonight. Robertson at the top of the key. Gets it over to Cook. Cook uses the Robertson screen. Now bounce pass to McWade. Back to McWade. McWade takes it with a left-hand scoop, and it's good. So Ed McWade has 4 in the quarter to give it a 32-21 game.
And again, Holy Spirit just needs to do what they've been doing. Work the ball in their half-court sets, wear Catholic down defensively, and find a teammate that's got a good look at the basket. And that's been their recipe for success.
Dribble drive, Middleton, back iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Jordan Robertson. Here comes Robertson in transition, gets it to McWade. Kevin McWade on the right wing. McWade back up top, gets it to Cook.
3:35 to go, third quarter, 32-21. Holy Spirit on top.
Robertson's spin move, it's blocked away, and it comes down to Freeman, and Freeman puts it away. It was blocked there by Junior Santel, right into the hands of Freeman, who was standing on the block. 32-23, 3:20 to play, third quarter. Here's Daniels. Daniels gets it off for Junior Santel. Santel at the elbow. Bounce pass for Middleton. Middleton to Summers. Summers dribble drive, and he scoops it. He leaves it for Middleton, but they're going to call a foul on George Cook, it looks like.
And that's who they call it on, number 5, the 6-foot senior guard. George Cook picks up his second team foul. Good job that time, too, there by Matt Summers, a 5'10 junior guard for Holy Spirit. He just saw a lane down the heart of that Crusader defense, took the ball right down the middle, and he drew that foul.
Mitty is in, also Collier. Here comes Daniels wildly to the basket. He got stripped and lost the handle. Now Robertson leaves a layup up from about midway at the paint, and Jordan Robertson has 2 more to make it 32-25. So Wildwood Catholic with a little run here. They cut it to 7, and a full timeout taken by Jamie Gillespie with the score. The Spartans 32, the Crusaders 25. High school basketball night on 97.3 ESPN.
Are you dreaming about the Jersey Shore? Summer sun, crashing waves, and the tram car? Ready to make those dreams a reality? Find your dream home at shorehomesnow.com. Let our real estate experts guide you through the buying or selling process. Expert advice, expert representation. Log on today, shorehomesnow.com, making Jersey Shore dreams come true.
32-25, 36. Oh, that's the time left in the timeout. Sorry, I was going to say, wait a second. They didn't stop the clock, but here they put the timeout and the time left in the timeout. Holy Spirit calls a timeout. It was a 11-point Spartan lead. It's down to 7 all of a sudden now.
Yeah, that's one of the modern technology scoreboard type things that I'm not a big fan of.
This facility's got a lot. It's probably the best facility in the Cape Atlantic League and probably one of the best in South Jersey.
Yeah, that's why they draw all those South Jersey championship assignments. It is a great parking, a great facility, very clean high school, and they do a great job here at Atlantic City High. They really do.
20th year of the Battle by the Bay, one of the marquee events. I saw in the paper they said it was the first one. Now it seems like there's a tournament every weekend.
Yeah.
This is 20-time, February. Next week you'll have the Shoot Down Cancer tournament with Atlantic City playing Camden. We'll have that game for you. and some other great games. Check out our website, 973ESPN.com, for our full broadcast schedule. Here it's 32-25. Holy Spirit with the ball. They lead it by 7. 2:30 left to play in the third quarter. Collier dumps the pass for Leon Daniels on the block, and Daniels has his first 2 of the night, and the Spartans lead goes back to 9.
Well, that time Kevin McWade took a chance. He tried to come from behind and strip Collier. Collier did a good job. When a help side defense came to him, he found Daniels, layup on the left side.
Ends a 6-0 Catholic run. Cook, right of the lane, kicks it out for McWade, thinks about a 3. McWade, right of the lane, ball fake, gets it out to Jordan Robertson for 3, and it's good. Jordan Robertson, 5 in the quarter, 9 in the game, 34-28, under 2 minutes to play third quarter.
And Wildwood Catholic trailed 30-17, so they've got that down now to 6, as you just said, Mike. They need to get another stop.
No look pass from Collier to Gentile, and it's blocked away, and Wildwood Catholic comes back the other way. Here comes Cook, gets it up for McWade. McWade goes baseline, he's trapped. Cook back to McWade. Kevin McWade for 3, good!
And now Wildwood Catholic's on a roll. And Jamie Gillespie, Holy Spirit's already used 3 timeouts.
And they cut the lead to just 3, 34-31. Back-to-back threes by the Crusaders. Collier crosses the timeline. Over to Junior. There's Mitty. Mitty loses the handle, and there's a battle on the floor, and they're going to call a foul on McWade.
Wow.
So Eddie McWade on the floor called for the foul. A lot of the fans here not happy.
No.
The foul's going to be charged to McWade. I believe that's his 3rd. He's the one Crusader that you can't afford to lose, really.
And you're right, that is his 3rd, team's 3rd. And I mean, obviously the official's got to, he's down on the floor. We're up here high atop the Viking gymnasium.
Well, a lot of people here, if you're not watching the video online, it looked like it could have been a jump ball called. It looked like the 2 players were both fighting for kind of a stripped ball that McWade got a hand in there and got Mitty to lose the handle a little bit.
And that's a tough call because as you had said, it is now Eddie McWade picking up his 3rd, the 6'5" senior with 1:07 to go here in the third quarter. Wildwood Catholic down 34-31. They trailed at one time in this period 30-17. So they are on a 14-4 run. And Coach Dave DeWeese does a good job right now. He gets McWade out of the game for this last 1:07. And I wouldn't be surprised. He takes him out on defense here, Mike. I wouldn't be surprised if the opportunity is there if Wildwood Catholic's inbounding the ball offensively, if he does not get him back in on the offensive end.
Jordan Taylor with the ball on the right side. Collier with a deep 3, and it is no good. The rebound comes down. What a nice put back in there. It looks like Junior Santil was the one who's going to get credit for the basket as he skied above 2 Crusader defenders to put that back in. 36-31. We got 45 seconds left to play here in the third quarter.
Santil's 4th offensive rebound, and he's made everyone count.
Stolen away. Here comes Middleton. Middleton loses the handle. It's poked away from the backside by McWade. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Holy Spirit. So good hustle by McWade to get back there. 36-31. Spartans lead it, 34 seconds to play, and Matt Summers jumps off the Holy Spirit bench, and he's going to get John Mitty into the game.
That was the 11th turnover against Wildwood Catholic, and obviously an ill-timed one. But again, credit that Holy Spirit Spartan defense.
Holy Spirit inbounds it to Middleton, who almost lost it, and gets it back to Collier. Collier on the wing to Middleton. Middleton leaves it for Summers with 20 seconds to play in the third quarter. Middleton between the circles, takes a glance at the clock, looking for some separation from Cook. Collier between the circles with under 10 seconds. Middleton, right of the lane. Middleton kicks it in the corner for a Summers 3. Good! And at the buzzer, a dagger.
That was
Matt Summers.
Absolutely great execution by Holy Spirit. And Summers wide open beyond the arc, and as you said, he brings down the rain on that 3-ball left baseline, and that was a dagger after Wildwood Catholic clawed back in to this game, got it down to 3. Now, at the end of 3 quarters, it's Holy Spirit 39, Wildwood Catholic 31. With nearly 30 years of experience, David DeWeese is an attorney who has handled matters ranging from traffic violations to criminal defense, from business formation to complex insurance litigation. In every case, he provides effective representation and makes himself accessible to clients from start to finish. The DeWeese Law Firm understands that your legal matter, whether large or small, is vitally important to you. Make your next case a slam dunk. Call 609-522-5599 or visit our website at DeWeeseLawFirm.com.
39-31, start of the 4th quarter here on 97.3 ESPN and 97.3 ESPN.com. 8 points for McWade and McWade, respectively, for Wildwood Catholic. Robertson, the leader, with 9. Santil and Summers, 8 apiece. Jordan Taylor with 7 for the Spartans. The big number in this one so far seems to be, you look at the turnovers, they're close, but 11 for Wildwood Catholic and 8 for Holy Spirit.
And Holy Spirit gets to inbound the ball to start the 4th quarter. So
they make that 3, then they get the ball back. Yeah,
right,
big one.
If they can take advantage.
As Middleton misses the easy one, and now McWade gets a rebound, and Summers is going to be whistled for the foul. A very aggressive McWade coming down there.
Yeah, he really he ripped that rebound down with a little bit of authority.
39-31, 7:39 left to play here in the 4th quarter. Cook brings the basketball up for the Crusaders. Cook on the right wing. Over to Robertson. Robertson in the corner. Robertson puts the ball on the floor. Brings it out. Guarded by Daniels. Robertson leaves it. Now he loses it. It's on the floor, and Freeman kind of boxes out Santil because he thought it might have been Wildwood Catholic's ball, but he was wrong, and he just watched it go out of bounds, so it goes back to the Spartans with 7:20 to play. Here comes Holy Spirit.
Well, if Clinton Freeman picks that up, he's got himself a layup. But, you know, he played the odds thinking it was going to be off of the Spartans, and it wasn't.
Over to Daniels, back to Santil. They play Middleton, little pitch and catch, and they're going to get a whistle and a foul or something called here. It looks like they're going to get a little off-the-ball screen on Junior Santil, and it's going to go back to Wildwood Catholic, 39-31.
And that is Junior Santil's team's third. Wildwood Catholic, now we're coming up to the 7-minute mark, just under 7 minutes to go in the game.
Cook brings the ball up here for Wildwood Catholic. They get it to McWade. McWade now hands it back to Cook. Cook between the circles. Cook right of the lane. Kicks it in the corner. 3-ball on the way. Jordan Robertson. Good! So he starts off the Crusader 4th with a 3. They cut the lead to 5. 39-34.
Every possession is going to be huge.
Leon Daniels, separation, spins, paint, kicks it out. 3-ball Taylor, no good. Rebound comes down to McWade. McWade with a determined rebound there. Out to Kevin McWade across the timeline. Now up top for Cook. Cook between the circles. Cook's looking for McWade. He gets it to Kevin McWade. McWade back to Eddie McWade. Between the circles. Leaves it off for Cook. Cook right of the lane. All the way to the hoop. Back out for McWade. McWade takes it hard to the basket and gets it to the ball. Layup strong. And 2 more for Ed McWade. A timeout taken by Wildwood Catholic. They cut the lead to 3. 39-36 with 6 to go. Here on 97.3 ESPN.
K&B Concrete and Masonry of Ventnor. Call 609-449-8334. For everything from concrete to sidewalks to foundations to hardscape and pavers, call K&B Concrete, 609-449-8334. Vic Subs, serving the best subs in South Jersey for over 60 years. Vic Subs at 742 Ohio Avenue in Absecon. Dozens of varieties, hot and cold, plus salads, sodas, and snacks. Party trays made to order for all the upcoming big games. When your hunger sounds the alarm, chart a course for Vic Subs. Open 7 days. Call 609-645-0200.
6:01 left to play. Mike Gill, Buddy Tarbot here at Atlantic City High School for the 2014 Battle by the Bay. And this is a good matchup of Cape Atlantic teams between Wildwood Catholic and, of course, Holy Spirit. And, you know, both these teams think that they have a shot to win the Cape Atlantic League Championship at the end of this year, which will be at Stockton on 97.3 ESPN.
And that's what is so pivotal, is playing for seeding. You know, everybody wants to get the best possible seed and get home games, because in the beginning of that 8 brackets, the teams with the higher seeds get to be the host school.
What a different game this is at a Wildwood Catholic gym. Middleton, baseline, blocked away by Robertson, and the rebound comes down to the Crusaders. Here comes Cook. Cook, right of the lane, kicks it out, and he walks. McWade was the trail man, took the 3, missed it, but he got to negate it regardless because of the walk there.
Now Daniels and Cook are having some words.
Been a clean game, quick moving game. We're coming up on 7:40 on a Saturday night. Santil spins, baseline. Somehow he doesn't get that to fall. Boy, he looked like he had a good look, and McWade clears the glass. Cook up the right sideline, calling out a play. Man-to-man defense by the Spartans. 5:15 to play. Cook at the elbow. Cook in the corner for McWade. McWade dribbles out, and he throws it to his brother, wasn't paying attention, and he gets it. Cook was standing there and picked up the loose change.
He was lucky there.
Here comes Robertson.
Under 5 minutes.
Robertson, bounce pass, McWade, Cook, who hasn't taken a shot, I don't think, tonight. And that's normal for him.
No, you're right. He has not taken a shot.
Cook between the circles, at the elbow, triple team, kicks it out for McWade. Baseline, McWade gets it to fall. The old college dunk there with the 2-hand slap off the glass, and he got it to fall.
Move to the glass.
1-point Spartan lead. Daniel spins, kicks it out for Taylor. Middleton between the circles, guarded by Cook at the elbow, out for Summers. Here's Taylor.
Wildwood Catholic has really revved it up on defense.
They get a kick-out pass, but a foul first, and Middleton actually stroked the 3, but there was a whistle well before. It was a hand check call on the perimeter. 5-yard penalty, first down.
And that foul will be on number 25, the 6'5" senior for the Crusaders. Check that. They're going to call that foul on Will Bell.
Will Bell just entering the game.
His second. Team's
Collier
4th.
Collier into the game for the Spartans. He inbound the passes, the trigger man. Collier catches at the top of the key. Now he throws it out to Taylor for 3, and he gets it to fall. Wow, what a 3.
What a big shot by Jordan Taylor.
42-38. Hits it on the wing, wide open.
Under 4 minutes to play in the game.
Cook to Robertson. Robertson uses a pick. At the elbow, he kicks it out to McWade for 3. Wow. And it's good! Kevin McWade for 3.
Are these two teams hitting big-time shots here in the 4th quarter?
3 threes for Kevin McWade in the game, and a charge by Taylor. McWade, who has 3 fouls, stood in there and took it, and it's going to be Wildwood Catholic ball, 42-41 with 3:38 to go.
And that was Eddie McWade, that's one of his strong suits. One of the things he does in the back of that defense, Mike, he is back there. He sacrifices his body. He is the type that takes those charges. And as you said, with 3 personal fouls, 3:40 to go, he stepped in. He got it. 42-41, Holy Spirit on top. Crusaders with the ball.
Malcolm Darby, I believe, just entered the game for Wildwood Catholic. And there's a whistle and a foul.
Garrett Moretti.
Garrett Moretti, I'm sorry. 24, Garrett Moretti. Got a little motion sickness on the camera there. 3:22 left to play. Does Moretti get the shot? No, excuse me, McWade gets a shot. It looks like it's going to be Holy Spirit ball. As his shot, he missed it and went out of bounds. I guess they're saying it was off of, that he was the last one to touch the ball off the miss. So Wildwood Catholic gets Moretti back out of the game. Quick breather there. And now I think it's Malcolm Darby into the game.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a wild. Wildwood Catholic had good execution on that sideline out.
Collier.
But McWade was Kevin unable to finish.
Daniels. Over to Middleton on the right wing, coming up on 3 minutes. Collier at the elbow. Over to Daniels with under 3 to play. A 1-point Spartan lead. They have the ball. Daniels, and a foul on the baseline called way out at half court when there's an official standing right in front of the play on the baseline.
And that's going to be Eddie McWade's 4th personal foul. And again, it's a little touch type call. And as you said, there was an official right there in that area.
5-second call on the baseline.
Wow.
As Holy Spirit couldn't get it in. So Holy Spirit turns the ball right over, and Clint Freeman jumps off the bench, and he's going to come in for Darby, and Holy Spirit's going to get Mitty into the game now. Mitty's going to give Jordan Taylor a quick blow here. 42-41. Spartans lead the Crusaders. Wildwood Catholic ball. 2:54 to play in the game.
And I was about to say a couple plays ago where Leon Daniels has been doing an awful lot of trash talking, and then he turns the ball over.
And a foul on the perimeter, again called on the far side by an official. That's not even
And there they got him.
Play.
They find. See, that's exactly. He's been trash talking this entire half, and nobody on the Spartan staff has. I guess I'm the only person that has seen it, and they finally nailed him.
That's talking about Daniels.
Yep,
who's going to get called for the technical foul. And Leon Daniels.
He has been running. He's been trash talking the entire half. And I'm talking about getting in guys' faces and clapping in their face. I mean, and to Wildwood Catholic's credit, they were walking away from him.
And he's trying to state his case to Jamie Gillespie. So here's a big opportunity for Wildwood Catholic. At the line to shoot the technicals is Jordan Robertson. He makes the first. Second one coming. We're all tied at 42. And the second one is good. Crusaders have the lead. And the ball now. Daniels takes a seat.
And that last foul was on Kevin McWade. And, you know, that's really a poor time to get a technical foul. Wildwood Catholic commits an offensive foul, therefore it's a turnover. Your team's going to have the ball, and you're up 1. Now you get a technical, now you're down 1, and your team doesn't have the ball.
McWade does have it for Wildwood Catholic at the top of the key. He strives at the elbow, there's a whistle and a foul, and it's going to be called on Collier. And you're starting to feel the change here, starting to feel it change a little bit. Wildwood Catholic has a feeling that they have him now. Ed McWade will go to the line, and they're coming over to the scorer's table here to check something out. Foul is on Collier. Malcolm Darby into the game for Freeman. So you're going to see a lot of offense-defense here now. And Leon Daniels, his reprimanding didn't take long as he's off the bench. McWade's front end of the one-on-one, no good. Umar Collier comes down with the rebound. Here come the Spartans. They trail by 1 with the basketball. 2:22 left to play. Collier between the circles, leaves it off for Taylor. Taylor trying to get some room from Darby. Mitty leaves it off for Collier for 3. It's off, no good. The rebound snapped down by Jordan Robertson. Here come the Crusaders with 2 minutes to play in the basketball game and a 1-point Crusader lead. Up top for Darby. Snap pass over to McWade. They play catch at the top. McWade on the far side. That's Ed McWade. Up top to Kevin. Over to Cook. Darby has it on the far sideline. Quarters court. And he's fouled by Middleton.
Well, you know what, too, Mike? That's not a bad foul. John Middleton picks up his second personal. Excuse me, he was fouled by Mitty, I believe. Number 12, not 21.
Mitty. Sorry.
That's his second, John Mitty, and it's going to send Malcolm Darby, who has not played a lot tonight, to the line relatively cold to shoot a very, very big 1-and-1. 1:39 left to play in this game. And you're talking about two of the top 10 teams in South Jersey going nose to nose. 43-42, Wildwood Catholic on top.
Darby. First one's no good at the front end, and it's rebounded by Santil. He saves it as it almost went out of bounds to Middleton. Middleton crosses the timeline, cuts the lane all the way to the paint, to the rack, and he's fouled. So Middleton gets a chance to at least tie the game or take a 1-point Spartan lead. Boy, it felt like Holy Spirit had a chance to put this game away, and they just couldn't do it. And here we stand at 43-42 with 1:32 left to play.
Wow, and that's big. That foul was on Eddie McWade, and he is done. That is his fifth. He will have to now come out of the game.
So Ed McWade will leave the game with 12 points on the night, but a lot of effort. I'm sure almost a double-double, if not exceeding the double-double.
Right, he had 7 rebounds to go along with the 12 points. Did a good job defensively, took a couple of charges, took a couple of offensive fouls.
Garrett Moretti's going to replace him, by the way.
Just very, very good leadership out there on the floor. His presence as a physical leader is very, very important. But now Holy Spirit with the opportunity as John Middleton on the line.
First one's good for Middleton to tie the game.
Middleton 2 out of 3. The 6'2" junior, he will get one more.
Second one good. So Middleton, pure from the line, gives the Spartans a 1-point lead.
John Middleton nailed both free throws with authority.
Little pressure by the Spartans, and they back off.
Well, good job again. They're going to contest the inbounds pass, and especially when you have someone in the game that hasn't played a lot, inbounding the ball, and Garrett Moretti.
They get it to McWade. Remember, Ed McWade is out, so all McWade references are Kevin to this point on. Freeman with the ball. It's blocked away by Daniels. Bounce pass. Daniels in transition. He leaves it. Oh, he left it for Middleton. It looked like he had the easy layup. By the way, the block was by Santil, not Daniels. And there's a fray on the floor. 3 players on the floor, 2 Spartans and a Crusader. Yeah, Santil with the block. Leon Daniels got the rebound and the outlet. He could have laid that in, I think, and he tried to, it looked like he tried to play cute and get the assist there.
Yeah, he needed to go strong to the basket, and again, sometimes, you know, these guys, they're worried about making the highlight reel. You know, hey, they want to be on NBC 40.
Mike Frankel down there,
yeah, with
the
Mike
camera.
Frankel and Pete Thompson. Sometimes the easiest basket is the one you have to take.
44-43, 1:01 left to play. Mike Gill, Buddy Tarbotton here. I'd say courtside, but we're not. We're way up top.
Yeah.
We're up in the crow's nest here at Atlantic High, giving us a bird's eye view of the action. It's been a crazy game. Holy Spirit was up, what was it, 31-17 at one point.
30-17. They were up 13. That was their biggest lead.
And now we have
Catholic cut it to 34-31.
Right.
And then Spirit closed the third quarter with that three-pointer at the buzzer by Matt Summers that put them back up 8, 39-31 to start this fourth quarter.
So now George Cook will take his first shot of the night from the free throw line. All blanks in the scoring column for him. No field goal attempts. First free throw attempt. Gets it to fall.
Nothing but the bottom of the net for the 6-foot senior guard.
That ties us at 44. With 1:01 to go. Live video at 97.3ESPN.com to watch the end of this one. Second one by Cook. Good. 1-point lead by the Crusaders. Here we go for the Spartans. They bring the basketball up with Umar Collier. Collier Guarded by McWade. And a timeout taken by Jamie Gillespie of the Spartans. 54 seconds to go. 45-44. Wildwood Catholic over Holy Spirit.
Mortgage rates are still low and volume is high. The time is right to fulfill your dream of owning a home at the Jersey Shore. Find your dream home at shorehomesnow.com. Let our real estate experts guide you through the buying or selling process. Expert advice, expert representation. Log on today, shorehomesnow.com. Making Jersey Shore dreams come true.
.45-44. Spartans call timeout. Wildwood Catholic leads it here with about a minute to play in the basketball game. Ed McWade fouled out with 1:32 left, and at that time, Spirit led by 1. They now trail by 1. But that's a big loss for Wildwood Catholic. We'll see how that affects the rest of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, Mike, he just does so many things out there on the floor. He's a good passer. He's a good defender. His leadership, you know, that physical play, it's really going to be, you know, that's Wildwood Catholic, not to go too far ahead, but they need to try, if they're going to win, they need to win this game in regulation. If this game goes into overtime, that's when you're really going to see them missing him.
So here we go. Final minute to play. Spartans trail by 1. They have the ball. Middleton gets it to Summers, who's back into the game. Summers into the corner. Middleton takes a couple steps. He fires up a shot. Back iron, no good. The rebound comes out to Collier. Collier floats one up. Back iron, and it's good off the glass. So Collier gets it to fall. He's got 8, Robertson up the sideline. Under 30 seconds to play. Spartans lead it by 1. 46-45. Robertson spin move to the basket.
Oh, baby!
Gets it to fall.
You want to talk about a big-time move.
47-46. Here come the Spartans. Santil goes baseline, and Holy Spirit calls timeout as Junior Santil had to look like he had a lane to the basket, and they want to talk it over, so they trail by 1, 47-46 with 12.8 to go here in the basketball game.
And you know what, Mike? It looked like from our angle he did have a lane down that right baseline. He was able to take his man off the dribble, and you know, the 6'7" senior Junior Santil, I mean, he's a big-time player, as is Jordan Robertson, and those are the guys you want the ball in their hands when these decisions have to be made, when the game is on the line. And boy, did Jordan Robertson for Wildwood Catholic make a big-time move, going down the lane off a big spin dribble, showing that unbelievable athleticism that he has, and able to lay the ball up and in from about 3 feet away from the rim with that soft, feathery touch. Then we come back down the other end, and Junior Santil, they're almost identical type players. They both have so many different skills. You talk about like the complete player, Mike. Junior Santil is another one who is absolutely a joy to watch. And on this high school level, you really can't ask much more than that than you get from these kids.
47-46, Mike Gill, Buddy Tarbotton finishing off a great fourth quarter here at the Battle by the Bay between Holy Spirit and Wildwood Catholic.
We told you not to go anywhere. Don't touch that dial.
47-46. 12.8 is the time left in the game. Holy Spirit with one shot. Here we go. Middleton puts it on the floor. Gets in the corner for Collier. Back to Middleton. Middleton 10. In the corner for Summers. Back to Middleton.
Oh, he stepped on the sideline.
Oh, wow. He stepped on the sideline. Summers' foot on the sideline.
And Holy Spirit has no timeouts left.
Keep in mind, there's 9 team fouls, so it's going to be 2 shots here for Wildwood Catholic when Holy Spirit fouls. And there's a timeout taken with 6.7 seconds left to play in the basketball game. And a turnover. Mike Gill and Buddy Tarbotton. Boy, what a tough situation there. Summers catches the ball. He's right on the sideline there. You got to know where you're on the floor, and the Spartans turn it over.
And Summers, you know what he's thinking? He's looking at that three-point line. He is 3 for 3 from the floor tonight, Mike. He is 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. Matt Summers, the 5'10 junior guard, has done a great job coming in off the bench and giving energy and infusion to the Spartans on offense. And that, that's a case, and you hit it right on the head. You really have to be aware. I mean, this is a huge floor. The out of bounds, not only, obviously you got the blue. There's a 3-foot blue square that circles the court. You have to be aware of where you're at in that type of situation. And obviously he did not mean to step out of bounds, but that is what happened. And that is just an unfortunate turnover right now. And like you said, Wildwood Catholic, they need to get the ball in bounds. They don't need a 5-second call. They do not need. They got one timeout left. Holy Spirit has none. The Crusaders have to get it in and be strong with the ball.
And by the way, that foul was on Jordan Taylor. Or Jordan Taylor sitting on the bench. They have 5 up on the board. Did he foul out? We got to check that out because I don't think they called a foul there. And now there's a foul. And
no, there wasn't a foul.
That will be the 10th now. This will be double bonus.
No, he stepped out of bounds on that, right. So that foul was still up there from when Jordan fouled out. Jordan Taylor, excuse me.
So Jordan Taylor's out. Ed McWade is out. And the foul line goes to Cook. And George Cook is 2 for 2 from the line. He made a pair in the 4th. His 1 free throw put them in the lead. And they now lead by 1. So Holy Spirit will still have a shot to at least win or tie this game regardless of what happens at the line here. They're going over some things at the table here.
Well, if he misses both free throws, they're not going to be able to tie.
Win or tie.
How are they going to tie?
Because if he makes a basket here, one of these, even if he makes both, they can still tie. And if he
I know I'm talking to a West Virginia guy. I'm sorry. And a mainland Mustang.
If he misses both, they can win. But if he makes one or both, they can still tie.
Gotcha.
You see?
I just wanted a little more clarity.
There you go. West Virginia with a big win today over Kansas State.
Yeah, how about that?
That adds up to 13-9. Not a very good year out there. They're going over something at the table. Not sure what it is. I think they're trying to count the fouls up. They're trying to say it's a 1-and-1. They think they're under 10 fouls. So they're talking to the official scorers, and Jamie Gillespie saying, look, this should be a 1-and-1. Which...
Then they're going to one of the statistician experts in South Jersey, maybe of all New Jersey, Mark Rucci.
I'm sure Mark's right on with the numbers. But they still think, so we don't know, is it a 1-and-1 or is it 2 here? George Cook's at the line. No, it's 1-and-1. They changed the number on the scoreboard, and it's good.
And it doesn't matter. That's what George Cook.
All that, and it doesn't matter.
George Cook just said, I got this.
So the scoreboard was wrong. They had 10 fouls. Holy Spirit contested that and said there should have been 9, and they came up right because 9 is back on the board. But Cook made the first. It's a 2-point lead.
Does that mean he gets another timeout and he gets the red flag back?
Cook makes them both. We got a 3-point game. Holy Spirit, it needs a 3 to tie it. Middleton for 3. Front rim, no good. The rebound comes down. Collier for 3. It's no good. And Wildwood Catholic has knocked off the Spartans tonight here in Atlantic City. 49 to 46 is the ball game. 12-4 is Wildwood Catholic. 11-4 falls Holy Spirit. What a game, and an ending here tonight, and a comeback from 30 to 17. Wildwood Catholic has put their name in this conversation for the top team in the Cape Atlantic League 2014, buddy.
Well, and Mike, we talked about it at halftime. The Crusaders trailed 26-15. They trailed 26-15. The first couple of minutes of that third quarter were going to be very important. And they came out and truthfully, they just didn't come out in the first 3 minutes of that third quarter and do what they needed to do. They fell further behind. They were down 30-17. And then all of a sudden at about the 5-minute mark, maybe 4:40 to go, they kicked it into gear and things started to happen. And next thing you know, Wildwood Catholic went on a run. They got back to 34-31. But then Holy Spirit finished the third quarter with that big 3-ball, and as you said, that could have been the dagger. That could have broken the Crusaders. Absolutely. Speaking of broken, you all right there? Yeah, we almost had
Dave
somebody
DeWeese,
fall.
the head coach of Wildwood Catholics, walking up the steps here. We're way atop here in Atlantic City, but he's going to come up and join us here. Jordan Robertson with 16, Eddie McWade with 12, Kevin McWade with 11. Just one scorer in double figure for Holy Spirit. That was Jordan Taylor with 10, as Dave DeWeese, the head coach of Wildwood Catholic, joins us. And I guess we'll start with that. Only one player in double figures for Holy Spirit. Your defense kind of, when you needed it the most, it looked like your defense rose to the occasion and you got some big buckets.
Yeah, we were very unhappy with how we played in the first half. I think that they really outplayed us in the first half, and we made a point in the locker room at halftime to emphasize that we wanted to come out on the defensive end of the floor and really take it to them. We really wanted to attack them defensively, and I think we did a much better job in the second half of doing that. We also, we gave up in the first half points to turnovers and points to offensive rebounds, and I think we eliminated that also in the second half. The turnovers were much fewer. I don't know the numbers, but I think we had fewer turnovers in the second half, and we gave up fewer offensive rebounds. To our kids' credit, boy, they came out and fought their way back into this game. To have an 11-point deficit against a team that's that good and come back and win the game is just awesome.
Coach, you were down 13.
Okay.
It was 30 to 17. And again, we're talking about that first half, and you're right. You turned the ball over 12 times in the first half and just 2 in the second half. So obviously, when you play games of this magnitude, taking care of the basketball is very, very important. Now you come out to start the third quarter, you're down 26 to 15. And we always talk about the first 3 minutes are going to be very important. Well, you guys fell further behind in the first 3 minutes, and finally, around the 5-minute mark, things started to click. And then you cut it to 34 to 31 before Summers nails that 3-ball at the buzzer. What do you say to the kids? They exerted all that energy. They get it down to 3. Now all of a sudden you're down 8.
Well, we showed, I think, resiliency that, I said to them, look, they took our first punch. They took the haymaker. They came back. We're going to give them another one in the fourth quarter, and I don't think they're going to recover from the second one. And that's the mentality that we went out with in the fourth quarter, to try and do that, to continue to go after them. We had a lot of success. I think one of the problems we had in the first half was we were tentative on the offensive end of the floor. We wanted to control the tempo of this game. We wanted the game to be in the 40s. And I think they confused controlling the tempo with not attacking. I think in the second half, we still controlled the tempo, but we were more in the attack mode on the offensive end of the floor.
Coach, it seems like, up here in Atlantic County, everybody's watching Spirit, Atlantic City, and the Prep. Where did you just put you guys now?
We're right there. I think we are right there with the four of us. I believe are the 4 top teams in the league, and this win is, we talked about coming in tonight that this would be a signature win for us. This is a group of seniors that have been in our program for 4 years, worked very, very hard, and I told them if they came in here tonight and got this win, this may be the biggest win of their 4-year career, and they got it. They got it done. There's a good chance we may play Holy Spirit 2 more times this year. There's a good chance of that. So this was an important game to make a statement, to let them know we're in the same category as they are, and any given night we can beat them.
Now, obviously, Coach, everybody, Jordan Robertson, Eddie McWade, they get all the kudos. They're the guys that are the go-to guys offensively. Tonight, you get a game from George Cook. He did not take a shot. The only time he shot the ball was in the fourth quarter when he went, and it's particularly at the end of the game when he went 2 for 2, made the front end of the one-on-one and made the second. He was 4 for 4 from the line, only turned it over 3 times. But how important is a kid like that to this team, the way he buys in?
Yeah, he is our rock. He's the guy that makes us go on both ends of the floor. On the defensive end of the floor, I think he's the best defender in the league. He's on the ball defender. He is relentless. And on the offensive end of the floor, he's got the ball in his hands, 75 to 90% of the time, and he is able to take care of the basketball. He did that last season. I think his Turnover to assist to turnover ratio was 5-2. He's right about the same place this year. You know, that's pretty incredible to be able to have the ball in your hands that much and not turn it over.
Well, Coach, congratulations, 49-46 the win, and you guys came back. You lose Eddie there with a minute left, and you guys hold on and find a way to do it. Wildwood Catholic 12-4, Holy Spirit 11-4. The Crusaders win tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you very
Coach.
much. Thank you. Thanks again.
Of course, they did it with, he's mentioned, aggressive defense. They had attacking defense later on in the game. They wanted to, he said, we fought. He said he thought it was the biggest win of their 4-year career.
Well, I mean, and you know what? It's in a great venue. It's at the Battle by the Bay. It's the game of the day, so to speak, because it's the 6:30 game. And, you know, I tell you what, we said before the game, Mike, that we were going to have a great game, you know, for our listeners and our viewers who watched it on the internet. And guess what? That has nothing to do with me and you, obviously. These guys did not let us down. Both teams.
Jordan Robertson.
Tonight's it's a shame when you have a night like this, somebody has to lose.
That's right. Jordan Robertson had 16 points, and he had the spin move bucket that kind of got the momentum to shift there, and he joins us here on site. Jordan, congratulations. And you guys were down pretty much, it seemed like the whole game, and then to come back late, you guys kept it cool, it seemed like. What was going on when you guys made that push to get back?
Thanks. Yeah, at halftime, Coach Deweese just told us that we need to calm down, get back to our game, and start working as a team more. Me and Eddie were denied all game, so working as a team and setting screens for each other really opened things up.
Talk about that basket there late. I mean, you come down, that spin move there. I mean, it seems like it's all instinct at that point. But when the ball falls, you know, you're like, well, I can't believe that went in, or were you expecting the bucket?
Well, it's a move I practice a lot. I never thought I would use it in that situation for a game winner, but it turned out to work out well for me. And it was wide open. It was a good move. So,
yeah, talk a little bit too, Jordan, about. I mean, at the end of the game, you know, Holy Spirit's got Junior Santil. He's a great player. He's like you. Great, you know, you guys are almost bookends. Same styles, slashers. And he wants the ball in his hands. And obviously, I mean, you want the ball in your hands in those situations all the time, correct?
Yes. Me and Junior played AAU together. We talk all the time. We text a lot and everything. So we're real close. And we know we play alike a lot. We knew it was going to be a tough matchup for both of us. So it was fun, though. It was real fun.
Jordan, obviously you guys go to 12-4 now. Spirit falls to 11-4. It seems like everybody always mentions Spirit, Prep, Atlantic City. What does this mean for Wildwood Catholic now?
It definitely means we're improving and moving up. I hope this means that people don't look past us as much now.
All right, we'll let you celebrate with the rest of your boys there, and congratulations on the win.
Thanks.
Jordan Robertson, everybody, here on 97.3 ESPN and 97.3ESPN.com. He never thought he'd use that move. He says he practices it all the time, but he had to use it one time, and why not make it a game-winning situation?
And like you said, it was instinctual. You know what I mean? Like when you have something in your repertoire, and then you got to go to it, and it's something that you know you're confident with. It was quite evident, and we see that type of play. You know, there's certain guys, you know, throughout South Jersey, and that we've seen over the years, Mike, with the amount of games that we've covered, that you know when they have the ball in their hand. And it's a Jordan Robertson or Junior Santil from Holy Spirit. I mean, these kids, they're big-time players, and, you know, they're going to do something at the next level. They just have that, like, they're so calm when you look at them, you know, like they got those steely nerves. And, hey, again, what can we say? We were fortunate to be here high atop the Atlantic City High Gym.
We'll be back tomorrow high atop the Atlantic City High Gym.
Is this officially the Yogi Hiltner perch?
I don't believe so.
Oh.
I don't. This is a basketball perch. If we were doing a baseball game, that could be the case here. We'll be back tomorrow with the 1:30 game between Pleasantville and Atlantic City.